what pro-Trump means.
Sorry. Okay, that was the definition.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I get it. He does more
things.
Did I not just say this?
He does more good things that you think than he does.
I agree with, and
that's
that I
no,
agree with
not
in
he
policy.
does, but he agrees
It's like
with.
pros and cons list. It's a pros and cons list for you.
I mean, when you say you're pro something, you're saying is that you're aligned more with
said
something
pros and
you
cons
average.
list.
It actually doesn't, though. That's the problem with your rhetoric. Is saying you're pro something doesn't normally mean you get to say I'm pro this, negative that, pro this, negative that.
Yeah.
It generally means that
You're
pro
like
something.
you're backing a guy and everything he does.
Yeah.
It's either
you don't get to be like I love Trump for this, but I hate him for that. But I still support. You're backing someone for everything they do.
No,
That's not true,
But
dude.
that's sadly how it is.
An abortion's murder.
Okay, fine.
I'm gay,
Just to
like
concede,
Trump.
I will concede that point. I don't agree. I'm not
kick
pro-Trump
Sonny.
anymore. I agree with
but
more policies
You're
of
also
Trump than
not
disagree
Trump.
with them. I agree,
You're also not
bro.
Trump.
Just to actually get past this hurdle for some reason that's really big on your position. I am not pro-Trump. I just agree more with Trump than I do with other
You said you
administrations.
were pro-Trump.
And I'm
Makes
literally
sense.
conceding that point. I'm not.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
can you
agree
kick
more.
Sonny?
I
Can you kick
agree
Sonny?
more
I'm
with
not
Trump
challenging
policies
you.
than to reject it.
Yeti, I'm so lost.
Are you
Okay,
gonna actually
Yeah, it's very
engage?
clear. You like Trump because he does a lot of good things. Versus
But you ignore the bad
less
things
of
because it's his image,
negative
character,
things. Yeah,
etc.
and you love
He's not
them.
ignoring the
okay.
bad
So
things.
now actually deal with the things that actually affect
You have
us
to
as
side
I'm
with
done, bro.
him because
You
he
guys
Yeah.
are-
Yeah, you black
Yeah.
nigger.
Yeah, it's Sonny. It's these three back here: Sonny,
to argue
Steven,
about,
and
like,
Andy.
the semantics of the
you?
argument, but actual the substance of it.
Hey.
Because I
Who you
will
looking at?
Hey, it's these three, crispy.
My definition
looking
of
at?
pro-Trump, I
Who
already
you
conceded.
looking at?
Fine, I won't consider
I'm fine
myself
with
to be
that.
pro-Trump in the way that
Wait,
I'm
did you
using
just
it.
kick
I
him?
will say that I align myself more
That's
with the
embarrassing.
policies of the administration than to be
Kick those
against
two
the
back there.
administration.
And hey, it's also
Okay, so
Steven.
maybe it would
It's
be
also
helpful then
Steven.
because you want us to debate certain topics that you think he is kind of pro, right? So, what are some of the things that you think Trump is pro that we can debate? Are you out of that?
Immigration.
Because, like,
The
I'm just
border?
gonna say now, you want us to question you on, beliefs and stuff, but then when we do, you get upset about
So
it.
tell me one thing in my beliefs that's wrong, because I
No,
already
don't know your
clarified.
beliefs.
We're not,
I've
we're not
already-
saying that. I'm just
I've
saying
already
that
clarified.
You asked us to question
Chris, you're kind
you,
of a
and we
fucking
were
idiot,
doing
bro.
that, and you just kicked a guy for doing that. You
What's up?
asked us to do that.
He called you an effing
On the
idiot.
game.
But you asked us to question you and, like, to change your mind or tell you what's wrong with your beliefs, and then when someone did that, you
No.
kicked him.
First off, what he kept doing was just being argumentative and not actually presenting a reason of
Yes.
why I should not follow it. If you
Chris,
guys are gonna
zip
just
it.
come in, if you guys are just gonna come in and just be disrespectful and not actually engage in a conversation, then fine, you guys can go. I'm not really gaining anything from this conversation,
Chris,
anyways.
shut up.
So
He
why
was
don't you
doing that,
actually?
though.
So
It's
No,
the
he
fact
wasn't.
that
He
you're
was
so
saying the same
contradictory.
thing.
We had to say something about
I
it. And then you got
already
upset
said.
by that.
Okay, we already moved on. Fine, there was a contradiction. Now tell
Here we
me.
go. Now you're getting
Okay,
upset.
so
See,
yeah,
you're
so now
doing it
tell me.
again.
No, hold up. So
Hey, yo,
now
you're
tell
kinda
me
bitching
what's
Chris, bro. Chris
something.
is fucking taking back his steps.
Oh, I got you, bro. So now tell me what's something that I agree with in the Trump administration that I should not agree with
I
in a
don't know, 'cause I
political
don't know you.
in a
You haven't told
political
us what you
in
agree with.
you
in
haven't
a
told us.
I already told you I agree, and you guys were here when I said that I agree with the policies of the immigration enforcement enactment.
Yes.
So I agree that that thing is in my interests. So that's why I voted for him based on those interests.
Okay.
So can you
Wait,
tell me
Just
whether or
in
not?
defense of those two, they did come in after you said that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, wait, he's back.
We
Let him
kinda-
know.
We did already we already
Okay.
brought this up. So when it comes
King,
to
shut up.
the
You're not part of this.
policies of Trump, show me a policy of Trump, because that's who why I elect or
okay.
vote for a president. I vote for a president based on the policies that he presents. That's
But
my
you-
position.
But you
Has
already
he
said there's
presented
things
the
that
ones?
he does that you don't agree with. So how do we know which policies you agree with and which ones you don't agree
Yeah,
You
why
can
don't you say
ask
all
me
the ones you
something.
love that he
You
presented?
can
Which
ask
ones
me
do you love?
something that you guys are arguing, because the way
Which
that I phrased it
policies
as
are
being
great?
pro-Trump was so that you
Immigration.
can bring up an argument against Trump, and I can say whether or not I agree with you or disagree with you, and then we
Master,
can
I
talk
have one,
about.
Master.
Go ahead, man.
Do you agree with him trying to send us into another war?
Yes, I agree with us fighting Iran.
Do you agree with him just skipping over every contracting?
Hold on, man. I'm dealing.
Dude.
What are you saying right here?
Okay.
Because I believe that Iran has the intent of creating a nuclear weapon and destroying our alliances.
And do you also
Yes.
believe that
Why
is
isn't he
purely
doing
for
it
the
with
fact that we were trying to take their oil?
No,
No.
because we had new oil deals with Canada in the pipeline and Venezuela, so it has nothing, and we're not even extracting oil
And how
from
did we
them
get that
as
one
of
with
today.
Venezuela going by
And
kidnapping the
and
president?
hold up, and we're not even extracting oil from Iran today.
Today.
Yeah, so
That's
you
true.
can you're making an assumption on something. I'm actually saying based on what politically is being presented, what is the argument against Iran
And I'm
having
basing this
nuclear?
off of past.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you
believe
agree
that.
that Iran should not have a nuclear weapon?
I don't think that anybody should.
I think they should.
Okay, so we're gonna disagree on that because I agree.
Yeah,
I
well,
believe that Iran
United
should not
States
have a
has
nuclear
them.
I
weapon.
don't think that anybody, period, should have nuclear weapons.
We're not terrorists.
Well, I mean, I disagree with that. I agree.
Yeah.
I believe that it would be in America's best interest for us to have nuclear weapons, so we could be a deterrent in the world.
I think everyone should
Yes.
have
And
a
yet, what
nuclear
happens when we get
weapon.
nuked?
You're making another assumption. Like I'm saying is I
just
believe
contradicting what you're saying.
in my position
It's a
it is
debate.
better to have an America be stronger than other countries
Which
because
we are.
that
without
will
nuclear
benefit
weapons,
our
no.
that would it not benefit one country to have nuclear weapons and the others to not have that? Would that be a
And yet it would
benefit for the
benefit
country?
world
With
to
that
not have
No,
logic,
I
if
don't
every
care.
company,
I don't
every
care.
country had
This is
them.
this is what I'm arguing. I do not care of other countries' abilities to benefit themselves. I focus on America's benefits.
Yes.
This is why I voted in my interest. So if you're gonna tell me why I shouldn't vote in my interest of having America be the fine source
America
of
first.
its military power, then make that argument. But I believe it's to be more beneficial for America to own these abilities.
What's the point of a program such as NATO if we're going to try to go out of our
NATO
way to
was
make ourselves
correct.
more powerful than
Yeah,
everyone else?
NATO is a creation of American policies. So in our incentives,
And I believe we should
NATO.
leave.
So yeah, it should
North
follow
Atlantic
our
Trade
our guide.
Organization.
I have a
Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
What about his views on women's healthcare? Do you agree with those?
Well, no, because he's more pro-choice than I would be.
But then
Yeah.
why is abortion taken away from a load of states? And
No, that's what I'm saying. Is
women
he
have
would be
got
more
control?
He would be more pro-choice because he agrees with an abortion taking place within the 6 and 8 week.
Yeah, he agrees with
regulation.
Nevada's law.
I
It should
would
be left up to
completely
the state.
reject the idea of abortion themselves.
So you don't agree with abortion at all?
I don't agree with abortion at all.
Wow.
So no circumstance should women be allowed to have abortions?
I would I would agree that I don't believe that you can have an justification of an abortion if it isn't in a sense of triage. So in a sense of triage would be like if a woman is having, threats of her
Leukemia.
life or something and the child is causing it, we can have like the argument of whether or not the abortion can be justified in that end. And I would probably concede that point and say, fine, yeah, look, we can have necessary procedures of abortions for things that are life threatening. But that would be kind of the only compromise I'll be willing to grant.
What about
I
rape?
somewhat disagree.
Wait, I'm not finished.
I
What about
disagree
rape?
with the aspects of rape. So
you
I
only
don't
think
I
it's
don't
okay
So
if
you-
they like kill
Wait,
your
Yes,
wife.
I don't-
Then it's
I don't
okay.
believe-
if your wife is
I
gonna
don't-
die. It's
I don't
Wait,
believe.
Dude, wait.
How about we
I
let the
don't-
woman
She's
talk
gonna
about
die.
this? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
it's
about abortion.
irrelevant if she's a woman or a man.
how
I'm
does a
gonna
fetus-
argue with the actual argument, not
Well, how about you
based
give
on
her
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 gender.
turn
that's
then?
fine.
I can care less about what her
Damn.
gender is. Like I'm basing it on the argument.
Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
He could care
So,
less what
in
a
a-
woman
in a
thinks
case
about
of
Okay,
abortion.
I
child
kicked
being
you
raped.
because you were actually being an idiot and just interrupting every
Sorry,
10
I'm
seconds.
just
Do you want to be
repeating what you're
blocked? Or you want to be
saying.
kicked?
No,
Which one do
it's
you want?
okay. I'll be quiet.
No, that's fine.
So
So
in a
actually
case
engaging with the conversation, like I said, I do not find it to be a benefit to end the child's life because
you
of
hear
what
me?
occurred outside of its own will.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if
Can you
a
engage with what I'm
child-
saying?
Yes, I can. What if a child was raped?
That's not engaging with my question.
She's actively trying to.
No, you're adding a hypothetical instead of actually
it's not
answering.
a hypothetical though, because it happens all the
You're
time.
saying is what if you're literally saying what if this occurs? This is a hypothetical.
Children have
Do you not know what a
been raped
hypothetical is?
and get pregnant. Do they not
like
deserve
I just said, I do not believe that just because there has been a grave sin against that individual person that justifies the killing of an innocent child.
So you want to protect the kids, the babies, yeah?
Yes.
That's not very protect the kids if a child is pregnant and you won't allow her to have an abortion.
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean why? You're traumatizing this child.
Because a
by
child.
So wait,
is an abortion going to get rid of the trauma?
Justified? Is it?
She won't have any more by going through childbirth.
Wait. Do we justify killings based on trauma?
Boom.
What do we just?
Yeah, kind of.
So wait, if I'm being traumatized, if I'm being traumatized by the leftist the leftist crimes that are being committed against my people, do I have the ability now, in a traumatic sense, to kill these people?
But you see, you're not talking about abortion.
Well, no.
anymore.
If I'm being traumatized by leftist violence, can I not justify the killing against them?
You're not engaging with me.
No, I am. I'm literally.
No, you're not.
No,
You're
I'm literally.
interrupting her.
Okay, you're saying is. No. You are saying. No. Wait. Okay.
Dude,
I can steelman. I can literally steelman your position.
You're picking people.
I will steelman your
trying to
position. Is it
engage.
not the case that you are saying that the justifications of ending a life is credible if there was some type of traumatization towards an individual person?
So you're happy?
Wait. Yes or no? Is that your claim? Just yes or no? No. You were just yelling at NTA. You were just yelling at NTA for not giving a yes or no answer. You were just yelling at NTA about not giving a yes or no answer, and I gave you the reasoning. I literally steelmanned your position. Is that the case or is that not the case?
Repeat what you were saying.
Is it the case on your position that you are holding towards the traumatization of one individual person as being a justification cause of ending an innocent person's life?
Yes.
Okay.
If that person isn't living and breathing by themselves, absolutely, yes.
Wait. So I'm neglecting.
Someone on Nick.
Hold up.
I'm answering your question.
Okay,
I'm answering
I
your
got
question,
you.
And then you're saying, hold
yes,
on,
you're saying yes.
Let me speak.
You're saying yes. Okay, you are saying.
If there was someone leeching off my life, right, and was using my body, basically.
Can I respond to this?
No.
You don't. You can't use the parasite. I have.
Guys. I already get your position.
Let her talk.
I have your position. You are saying is that
interrupting me again.
I can steal a minute. You want me to steal a minute? Do you want me to